They're saying we're charging you as an adult. Direct file to adult Supreme Court. So
Was the gravity of the situation lost on you, or were you like terrified at this point?
to be honest, I was just like when I first walked into the cell. I remember when I first walked into a jail cell. I first walked into a jail cell. The mirrors, you can't see out of the mirrors. Mm-hmm. So they'll have little ass mirrors. This is in juvenile hall. These are the juvenile cells. They have little ass mirrors with a gang of tagging in them. You know, gang tagging in them. Scratched up, gang of scratches, gang tagging and signs. So you can't even see in the mirror. So you could barely see. So I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, damn, I'm about to do at least 30 years. That's what I told. That's literally what I told myself. I'm like, I'm about to do at least 30 years. So I'm like, it's time to prepare mentally. So that was my mindset instantly. As soon as when I got in there, I'm like, yeah, I'm about to do at least 30. Damn. So my motto all the way still to this day was I have to be prepared for every situation mentally, spiritually, and physically. As soon as when I hit that cage, I'm like, I have to be prepared mentally, physically, and spiritually. Like I have to be prepared for anything that comes my way. Because yeah, I'm viewed as a kid, but in this grown man adult society where I'm finna head down to, state prison, you know, I'm about to be incarcerated. Well, I'm already incarcerated, but I'm about to be with the big boys. You know, the top dog.
They ain't showing no sympathy or empathy or anything.
They don't give a fuck if you're 12, 8, whatever the fuck. Whatever. You did what you on this yard, this is what it is, fall in line. So I knew already from the older homies that I had from my neighborhood, I already had a good, you know, just a good little mindset of just a good idea of what like jail, what to think of about going into jail. You never know until you're in that situation. And that's what I tell people. Like I could try to describe prison to you as much as possible, but people will never understand prison or being in that cell or this or that situation if you haven't lived it. Like a woman could never explain to a man
what giving birth is like. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They could explain in the best way they can through words, but that's a physical experience. Right. That's a spiritual experience. That's an emotional experience that it has to be lived to be able to understand. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was ready to
But it's even deeper though, because you're 15 years old at this time. You know what I mean? Like you're barely an adolescent. You know what I mean? Like you're like that adds such a whole layer to it and all that.
Definitely.
Like, you know what I mean? Like what were people's reaction like once you wound up in? So you wound up going to an adult prison?